Mr. Bradley, this whole spilled drink incident is something you're completely making up, isn't it?
No.
Okay. In fact, well, maybe you're right. You didn't make it up, right?
Objection.
Sustained. Put a question.
Yes. You didn't make it up because you, in fact, did go out with Aaron one night and saw a guy bump into Aaron and spill a drink all over him, right?
Objection.
No, overruled.
Repeat the question, please.
You, in fact, did go out with Aaron on another night and saw a guy spill a drink on Aaron.
Another night? Are you meaning a different night from this?
Correct.
Not correct.
And Aaron, in fact, ended up buying that guy a drink.
Not correct.
Okay. And that's where you're getting this whole spilled drink story from, isn't it, sir?
It's not correct, sir.
Okay. You're using a to bring it up here, aren't you, sir?
All right. The objection is sustained, and ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, it is the testimony of the witness that determines what facts have been demonstrated, and not facts contained within a question that a witness does not adopt in their answer. Mr. Bias.
Yes, sir. For the record, I will be bringing that up at a later time. Now, I want to go back to the video and where we left off earlier before the break. Okay, where we left off, you guys had gone to the other club, right?
Correct.
The club where Daniel De Abreu and another individual were never at? Remember that?
Objection.
I'm sorry, put the question again, sir.
The club where Daniel De Abreu and the other individual were not at?
Objection.
Is sustained in that form. Rephrase.
The club where, we covered that. You left the club after thinking you saw Daniel De Abreu.
Objection is another name.
No, overruled.
Sure, he knows the name by now. You know the name by now, right?
I mean, I know I've heard the names, but I'm not exactly sure what individuals are who by name.
Okay. Sir, after leaving that club where you thought you saw these individuals, did you stay outside at all?
After leaving what club?
The second club.
Yes, I believe, well, we did stay outside. Yes.
For how long would you say you stayed outside?
I believe we were outside in maybe an hour or so.
No. I'm talking about after leaving the second club, but before getting your car. The car. The 4Runner.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay. Now it is 1:05. Do you see that, sir?
Yes.
Okay, it is at this point that you decide to go back and get the Toyota 4Runner, right?
Yes. That we decided to go with the 4Runner.
Okay. Do you ever walk out again prior to getting the 4Runner after this?
Do I ever walk out of where, sir?
Out of the garage, right here. There's two of you are, okay, there. You testified that after going to the other club and seeing Daniel De Abreu, Aaron got mad, right?
Yes.
You felt he was being tried, as you and Mr. Hagan like to say, right?
Objection.
Sustained in that form.
As you say.
Correct.
Okay. And did you just see him giving you a fist pump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And right there, Aaron is furious, isn't he?
Objection.
No, overruled.
At this point, yes, he was upset about the incident that just occurred.
And that's what he looks like when he has his upset demeanor on, right?
We were engaging in a discussion, so he could have been smiling in the context of a discussion.
My question to you, sir, and I need you to listen to the questions. That's the face he makes when he has his upset demeanor.
No, I don't believe anyone smiles when they're upset.
So the answer to my question is no.
No.
Okay? He fist bumps you again, right?
Correct.
Looks pretty happy to you?
At least, yes, about something, yes.
Okay. You guys now leave again, right?
Correct.
And that's him still upset, right? So upset he could kill someone, right?
Objection.
Overruled.
That's him upset still
That's him upset, right?
from the prior incident, yes, but
Okay. So upset that he's gonna still wait another hour to kill some people over a spilled drink. Right?
yes,
Okay. Then you guys get the car, and this is Aaron pulling out of the car, pulling out of the garage, rather. Is that correct?
correct,
And that's at 1:17 a.m. Correct?
correct,
Now, yesterday when you testified with Mr. Hagan, you said that you guys walked around, you parked somewhere, right?
correct,
And you said that Aaron wanted to get the gun out of the hood of the car, right?
correct, at a point, yes,
Okay, so he instructed you to pull the car around and and so he can get the gun out, right?
he told me to park on the street that we parked on, yes,
Okay, but you're not driving here, right?
no,
Okay, so it's your testimony that on some point you guys changed, you then started driving, and that's when he ordered you to pull over, right?
no, we switched driver seats
Okay,
after, well, if you want me to finish or you want to stay,
and then he went and pulled the gun out of the engine block, right?
correct,
Okay, and you stated to this jury that you had seen him when he went to pick you up in Manchester. You saw him put the gun in the engine block, right?
correct,
Okay, and in the hour-and-a-half trip, that gun never fell out of the engine.
correct,
Didn't hit any speed bumps or anything like that.
I don't know if we hit speed bumps, but the gun didn't fall out of the engine, correct,
Okay, and you saw him put the gun in the engine block, right? In Manchester.
correct,
Okay, and that's what you've testified at the grand jury?
correct,
Okay, and that's what you told the jury, the ladies and gentlemen of the jury today, right?
correct.
Okay, do you remember prior to going into the grand jury, they had you give another statement to the police?
I know there was an interview,
Right, the interview. You remember that?
yes, I do remember an interview,
And that was on October 18th, right?
October 8th, I believe, or earlier date than the 18th, I believe.
And October 8th, actually, you gave an interview as well, right? That was your first interview?
October 8th was the interview, correct.
Okay. If I can have just a moment, Judge, I want to find the right spot. Do you recall being asked that, did Aaron normally keep, well, let me ask you the question that you were asked that day.
Page one?
Page 31,
Which interview?
October 8th. Line 14. Question, do you know him to keep a gun there before? Answer, I knew when he drove down from Mass that he probably had a gun in the, I mean, if he had a gun, that's where it would have been, in the engine.
Correct, I did say
Okay?
that.
And you're talking hypothetically, if he had a gun, I mean, if he had a gun, that's where it would be in the engine, right? Speaking hypothetically here.
Because of the situation at hand, correct.
Right. And then the question, no. if he had one at the time when he drove to Manchester, or are you just thinking he did? They're asking you, at that point, do you know, or are you just thinking he may have? Do you remember that question?
Thinking he may have what?
Had a gun in the engine block.
I'm sure.
The time
Okay.
frame, please.
Line 18. Your answer, no. When he drove to Manchester, I didn't know for sure that he had a gun at all. Do you remember giving that answer?
I don't recall, but if it's there, I'm sure that's the answer I gave.
Okay. Would you like to see it? Or you take my word
Take
for
your
it?
word for it.
Okay. So, then, on page 33, counsel, you're asked, and what did you say to him when you saw the gun? And your answer, nah, I can't remember exactly what I said. You know, I was a little shocked. I can't remember making a specific exact comment. Like, if I said I might be lying, if I said that I might be lying.
If
You
I said
recall
I'm,
making that statement.
yes, if I said I made a certain comment, I'd be lying because I don't recall what
But
was
you
said.
said, I was a little shocked that he had the gun. You recall making that statement, sir?
I don't recall that part, but if that's what it says.
So, 10 days before the grand jury, you tell the police that you didn't know he had the gun, and you were kind of shocked that he had the gun, right?
Objection at time
See
frame.
you at sidebar. All right, Mr. Baez, I'm going to ask you if you would to repeat that line of inquiry. It was a little bit confusing.
I will. I want to make sure we're both on the same page. You see that? May I approach the witness?
Yes, and before you do, just so that we're clear,
That's
the
what I want.
parties agree that Mr. Bradley's first interview in this matter with the police was on the date this agreement was signed, that is October 8, 2013.
Correct.
Do the parties similarly agree that there was a second interview with the police or the Commonwealth on October 18, that is 10 days later?
Correct.
Commonwealth, do you agree to that?
Yes.
And also on October 18, that Mr. Bradley testified before a grand jury. Is that agreed to by both sides?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, just so you understand the time sequence. A police interview October 8, a second police interview October 18, followed the same day by an appearance before the grand jury on October 18. Mr. Baez, please.
May I approach the witness?
You may.
I'm going to show you, if you can move that water, I don't want to spill it on you. I'm going to start showing you from page 31 to 33 so you know the context, okay?
Okay.
Okay. This is what I refer to line 16, if you can read down.
Starting at line 16.
Yeah.
Had a gun in.
You don't have to read it out loud. Read it to yourself.
Oh.
Let me know when you're done.
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to go over to page 33. Line 21. See that?
Yes.
Okay. So we're clear. as to the timing of it all. You were shocked. You're stating in this statement that you were shocked when you saw the gun for the first time after he took the gun out of the engine block, correct?
I didn't believe that that's a reference to when he took it out of the block. I thought that's when he came to Manchester. I thought that's what I just read.
We're talking about when he took it out of the engine block. Would you like to see it again?
Yes, please. Can you figure out what this is?
Sure. When he got back in the car, yes, he had the gun. Okay. Did you see that, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So, you were shocked because you didn't know he had the gun. That's what you told the police on October 8th, right?
No, I don't recall telling him I was shocked because I didn't know he had the gun. Is that at the time in Boston already?
Yes, in Boston.
I don't recall saying that. And if I did, it was just a mix-up.
Okay. So now you're saying it was just a mix-up. That while the police are interviewing you and you're describing Aaron asking you to pull over to get the gun out of the engine block, that you were confused.
Objection, asking to pull over.
Sustained in that form.
Now, sir, you've been shown this gun multiple times, right?
Been shown this guy. I was the one that purchased the gun.
Right. You bought the .357 Magnum for Aaron, right?
Correct.
And as we've seen here today, you know quite a bit about guns, right?
I have some knowledge of guns. Correct.
Okay. And you've had all kinds of guns.
Objection.
Sustained in that form.
You've had various kinds of guns.
Objection.
Sustained.
You own, at that time, you've owned various types of guns.
Objection.
You covered this. He's testified to this.
No.
No, sustained in that form.
In the course of your lifetime, sir, you've owned numerous types of guns.
Objection.
It goes to his knowledge of guns, Judge.
Overruled for that question.
Yes, I have owned different types of guns.
And you know the difference between a .357 Magnum and a .38, right?
I like to believe so. They're similar.
Okay. And when you talked to the police, you specifically told them a .357 Magnum, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you told them it was shiny.
Yes.
You didn't tell them it was a 104-year-old .38, right?
No, I didn't believe the gun I purchased was a 104-year-old .38.
That's something you would take note of, right?
I like to believe, yes.
Based on your knowledge of guns, you would spot, I guess, an old gun like that, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. And in your second interview, the police showed you a photo of the gun, right?
Correct.
And you specifically told them, sir, I don't think that's the weapon.
Correct.
Okay. And then later on, in front of the grand jury, you were shown that gun again, right?
Correct.
You asked them to turn it around, you wanted to get a better look at it,
Correct.
and you specifically told the grand jury, that's not the gun.
Correct.
Okay. And then, in court yesterday, you still say that's not the gun, right?
Correct. I didn't believe it was the gun.
Okay. Now, under your complete and accurate clause of your immunity letter, if that in fact is the gun, that's not accurate, right?
Objection.
Is sustained.
As a result of you identifying another gun, has the state indicated to you that they are pulling your immunity agreement?
Objection.
Sustained.
Now, the next time you are shown any video from 117 is not until approximately an hour later, correct?
I don't recall exactly like how long the video was later.
Okay. This is you exiting the garage at 116, right?
I believe that's Mr. Hernandez exiting the
The
garage.
two of you exiting the garage at 116.
Yes.
Okay. And then do you recall being questioned yesterday by Mr. Hagan about a car pulling by at approximately an hour later, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
If an hour later is accurate, yes.
Let me get to the exact time. That car right there, right?
Correct.
Okay. So an hour and 2 minutes, right?
Correct.
Has the state, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, shown you any video of you or Aaron Hernandez for that missing time between 1:16 a.m. and 2:18 a.m.?
No.
So there's no video or anything documenting your whereabouts during that 1 hour?
Not that I've seen, no.
Okay. And it's your testimony that you were parked outside looking for girls,
Waiting for the
Waiting.
clubs to let out,
waiting for the let-out.
in which the women would come out of the club.
Okay. And this is after Aaron goes in and gets the gun out of the glove box, right?
Correct.
Okay. So Aaron goes in the hood of the car, gets the gun, puts it in the glove box, in the glove compartment, and you want to go look for girls now.
Yes, that's what I do, sir.
Okay. So the video that comes up next, I'm going to fast forward it a little bit. Okay. Do you recall going over this video with Mr. Hagan approximately at this time?
Oh, yes, I've been through this video before.
Okay. And there are two images, or there's some images there that you claim is you and Mr. Hernandez, right?
I can't really see the images right
Can't spot
here.
yourself yet, can you?
No, not from this point right now.
Okay.
No.
In fact, you really can't spot yourself at all. You see an article that you believe is what you were wearing, right? You don't see your face.
Well, I spotted myself on this video screen.
My question is, you don't
Previously.
see your face?
Oh, no, I don't see my
Okay.
face.
You see what you believe is an article of clothing that looks like what you were wearing that night, right?
Yes, I did, but not from this view. I can't see anything right now.
And at this point is where you're going walking around looking for girls, right?
I've been outside at that point waiting for women to come out.
But as you walk over here into the Tufts garage, you're looking for girls.
I can't see myself walking inside the Tufts garage, sir.
You recall going over this yesterday with Mr. Hagan?
Yes.
Counsel, I think it may be the one still.
I realize that I'm
Free
gonna get
speech.
to it. And it is at this point, you want the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to believe that you're looking for girls, right?
Objection.
No, you may answer.
Yes, when the club is let out, I'm waiting to see women. Yes.
Okay. So you walk into the Tufts garage looking for women, right? That's you there?
Yes, I can see myself now.
Now you're
Well,
walking in front, right?
it appears that way, yes.
Okay. Whoever's behind you is behind you, right?
Close to me. I can't really.
Okay. You're leading the way, so to speak, right?
No, sir, I'm not leading the way. We're walking side by
Okay.
side into the garage.
Well, let's go back a little bit.
Yep.
Who's walking in front?
We're walking side by side, sir.
Okay. You don't see just yourself right now.
Now I appear to be
Okay. And someone's behind you right there, right?
No, we're on the side of each
Now
other.
at the side of you.
On
I'm
the
talking
side
about
of each
before.
other.
We'll go over it one more time. Now, inside the garage, did you encounter any girls?
Not that I recall.
Okay. Were there girls walking around
Oh, what do you mean? On the whole strip?
inside the garage?
I already answered that. No, sir. Not in the
Okay.
garage.
And you stay in there for a little bit, don't you?
Let's wait and see. The time's running.
Okay. You're still
No.
in there right now, right?
Yes?
Okay. Do you talk to any girls?
Not that I recall.
Okay. You walk in. Can't see yourself, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And it's your testimony that you at no time ever see anyone that you recognize.
Yes, that's my testimony.
Okay. And then you later testified that it's not until you guys are at the car and Aaron sees a BMW drive by that he says, "Look, there they go."
It's not true. It's not what I said, sir.
Okay, well, tell us what you said then.
I said it when he first said, let's go, there they go. I didn't notice the BMW at that point yet.
Okay. You didn't notice the BMW at all, right?
At that point, no.
But Aaron recognized the BMW, right?
Correct.
Okay. And prior to that moment in time, you had no idea that these guys drove in a BMW, right?
Correct.
In fact, you had no discussions with Aaron Hernandez saying, "Hey, those guys are in a BMW," right?
Correct.
And it's not until they're driving by that Aaron says to you, "Let's go, let's go, let's go." They're in a BMW, right?
Yes, at the point he noticed them is when I knew.
And Aaron never voiced to you that he knew these guys from anywhere, right?
No, he just said, there they go, is what he said.
My question to you is, Aaron never voiced to you that he knew these guys
You mean prior to coming to Boston?
at any time?
No, at no point did he say, I know these guys. No.
Okay. And on top of that, he certainly didn't tell you, these guys that I know drive a BMW, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, yesterday you talked about the City of Angels guys, right? Some guys wearing T-shirts that wore City of Angels, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you said that there's usually a whole pack of them, a bunch of guys,
Correct.
okay? And that they're always harassing Aaron.
I never said that they're always harassing Aaron.
Okay. Well, you said they've had encounters with Aaron, right?
I said they stared at each other, eye contact,
That
Like-
they tried, right?
that he feels
You
they
feel that
tried.
They were trying.
Correct.
Do you recall telling the police on October 8th that after the shooting, you guys drove through a toll booth, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you told the police then, too, that the toll booth driver had a City of Angels T-shirt on.
Yes, I believe he did.
Okay. So this toll booth guy was also one of this, I guess, these gang of guys that don't like Aaron Hernandez?
Objection.
If that's the way you took it, you may answer.
Well, my understanding was that they just wore City of Angels shirts. I never implicated that they were a gang or some type of...
Well, you showed photos to the jury. You guys went over and showed a bunch of photos of some individuals wearing T-shirts that said City of Angels, right?
Correct.
And this toll booth guy just happened to be wearing one of those too, right?
Yes.
And this is the grand coincidence, that's something you noticed because, of course, you felt that Aaron had a beef with the City of Angels guys.
I noticed because I rode through the toll booth, and the gentleman's right there.
Okay? And he had a City of Angels t-shirt, the toll booth guy, right?
Yes, it is my belief that he had a City of Angels t-shirt.
Were you made aware that the police spoke to the toll booth guy?
No.
Okay, so did they ever tell you, hey, your City of Angels story is not checking out?
No, you may answer that question.
No.
Okay, so they never advised you that they went and spoke to spoke to the toll booth guy who owns no t-shirt that says City of Angels?
Objection.
Sustained.
May I approach the witness?
On this same line of inquiry?
Yes.
Yes, certainly.
May I approach?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you some photos of various individuals wearing City of Angels attire. Do you see these?
Yes.
Okay. And is this a fair and accurate representation of the City of Angels t-shirts and clothing?
Yes.
Okay. May I have these marked as a chalk, Your Honor?
Yes, we'll receive them as 00. 000.
4 pages together.
Why don't we clip them together?
I'll be wrapping it up quick. Do you recognize any of these people in these photographs as having a beef with Aaron Hernandez wearing the City of Angels attire?
No.
How about these individuals? Any of these have a beef with Aaron Hernandez in nightclubs wearing City of Angels attire?
No.
What about here?
No.
Any of these kids here?
No.
What about any of the individuals here with the City of Angels attire?
No.
Okay. You sure none of these people, you saw them having a beef with Aaron Hernandez and staring him down?
No. I don't recall.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
I think we can.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll suspend now until tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.